In this video, I'm going to challenge the belief, the assumption, the idea that all insecurity is in fact negative, bad, and harmful. I'm going to suggest that in fact, in many contexts, in many situations, insecurity is an absolutely essential part of the whole process of growth and evolution and change. So you might be asking, how can something that feels bad actually be good and actually be positive? So one example that we can use is if we look back to when we were very young, we were in our teenage years, we were going through puberty, we were going through a lot of growth in a very short amount of time. Now I can remember for me personally, having some pains in my body, having some discomfort in my body, and just feeling kind of out of whack at some times in that whole growth phase. So what we call those things in that situation were growing pains. And at the time, in the short term, in the immediate, they felt uncomfortable, they felt bad, made me feel insecure and shaky. But over the long term, I'm now taller, I now matured into an adult that's capable of reproducing and living a life, etc. Whereas when I was in that juvenile, adolescent stage, I was incapable of those things. So we can see in that example that feeling insecure was an absolutely essential part of the growth process. Another example is when you're going to learn a new skill, or you're actually going to take on something that is going to take you to a new level. Now, there's a belief, an axiom, a truth that this whole thing is based on, and that is, if you want what you've always had, keep doing what you've always doing, or what you've always done, sorry. So to put that more accurately, if you want what you've always had, keep doing what you've always done. You know, it's the same process of cause and effect. So if you have a certain skill set that's going to get you a certain level of results and you want to go to a higher level, you're going to have to update your skill set. Or, for example, you're going to have to upgrade your operating system, whatever, however you want to put it in a metaphorical sense. So let's say you're going to learn a new skill. For example, you're going to pick up the guitar, you're going to pick up a new instrument, even though you've never played it at all in your life. Now, when you pick it up and you start playing it, you're going to feel really insecure, because you suck, you're not good, you don't know what you're doing. It's very foreign and it's very just a frustrating process. So you're feeling insecure, so what you could say is, oh, this guitar makes me feel insecure, so I should stop doing it. Rather than taking the proactive approach, the intelligent approach, and realizing that this insecurity is actually motivation, it's actually power and energy that you can then transform into something that's motivating. Likewise, in any skill you're going to learn, you can use this process. So for me, when I, for example, started to play guitar, I was really insecure. So instead of saying, this sucks, I quit, I said, okay, well, I don't like this insecurity, I'm tired of it. How can I take this energy and transform it? So you took that insecurity and transformed it into motivation to actually practice, put in the time and the energy to actually get proficient so that I wasn't so insecure. Likewise, when learning, Bagua, I go to class, and before I'm going into class, I'm kind of nervous, I'm kind of insecure, because I know the me that I am now is about to be broken down and is about to be destroyed on a lot of levels, so that something newer and better and more efficient and more effective can be built and constructed. So it goes back to, if I wanted to stay where I was, if I wanted what I've always done, or wanted what I've always had, then I could just keep doing what I've always done. But since I want a higher skill, I want to get better, I want to improve, I want to grow and evolve and change, I'm going to have to do something different. And it kind of goes back to that saying that people say, if you want to break an omelet, you have to, crack some eggs. It's a similar concept, a similar idea. So maybe right now you might find yourself in a situation, a new job, a new relationship, a new skill, a new dietary approach, a new mental approach, a new whatever it is, and you're thinking, oh, this makes me feel kind of insecure, I feel kind of weak, I kind of feel off balance, this thing sucks, it's not right, I should stop doing it. And I'm telling you, and I'm suggesting right now that that's the wrong approach to take, and that's kind of a projectionist, self-defeatist approach, because it's taking your power and giving it to this thing and saying, this thing controls the way I feel, rather than saying, okay, I see the insecurity, I see my weakness, I see where I can improve, and I'm going to take this energy and transform it into something that's going to allow me to actually move closer to wherever it is that I want to be. So hopefully that's been helpful. Hopefully now you understand how if you're feeling insecure, it's not always a negative thing, and it's not always the fault of whatever it is that you're dealing with. think it's actually a positive thing that's motivating you and pushing you towards growth and helping you actually get closer to wherever it is that you want to be. So if you have any questions or comments, post them below, and I'll talk to you soon.